poor nutrition, increased stress, lack of exercise, and a rise in drug-resistant germs have contributed to a serious rise in deaths from infectious diseases. As far back as 1978, the World Healthcare Organization was saying that Western technological medicine would be unable to adequately provide the entire world's healthcare needs. The WHO recommended the use of traditional forms of healing in medicine, such as the use of herbs to meet the demands of an exploding global population. Most antibiotics are designed to be lethal to a particular type or group of pathogens. Because of the way they work, most, if not all man-made antibiotics suppress the immune system and can kill the essential bacteria in the intestinal tract. In addition, a whole crop of superbug germs are completely unaffected by modern antibiotics, and the overuse of these drugs has been responsible for empowering a host of resistant microbes. What can we do to protect ourselves?
My name is Jeff Melcher from East Park Research, and the best way to protect yourself is through a healthy immune system. So how do you have a healthy immune system? White blood cells. White blood cells are involved in all aspects of the immune reaction, and it's an important role in the defense mechanism of the body. It has been amazing to review some of our human studies. D-Lenolate has shown immune-building response along with the ability to fight off weak, solid, and strong stimuli. D-Lenolate is our patented extraction process of olive leaves. The power of the olive tree has been around for thousands of years. The therapeutic components were used all the way back in ancient Egypt. They would chew on the leaves and spit them out, and they did this process over and over again. You always needed someone to bring you olive leaves. That's where the olive branch derived its meaning of friendship and peace. They knew back then that something was going on, but it was for a very short duration. We now know that all-europin is what was helping. The trick is, how do you get all-europin to work in the body for a longer period of time? That's where we were able to crack the code. So how does this really work? Think of your white blood cells as Pac-Man. The Pac-Man cruises around and eats up all the pathogens in your body. If your Pac-Man is strong enough, it kills all the pathogens and moves on. If not, your body sends more Pac-Man. When you get sick, your Pac-Man simply are not strong enough to fight off the pathogens. That's where D-Lenolate comes in. Inside every white blood cell, or Pac-Man, is something called ROI, reactive oxygen intermediate. This is actually what kills the viruses, bacteria, and fungi. We make your ROI so strong that you can take on anything. And no, I'm not just making this up. We have tested D-Lenolate on anthrax, E. coli, herpes, West Nile virus, candida. Nothing gets in its way. East Park Research has manufactured and distributed our patented dietary food supplement known as D-Lenolate for over 18 years now. We want you to know it's up to you and your immune system to keep you going strong. We want to walk hand in hand with you to help you through this rebuilding process. All of our products are 100% satisfaction guarantee, not 30 days, not 90 days, for life. If D-Lenolate is not right for you, we want to work through this. We want to be there. We want to help rebuild your immune system. We want you to be the healthiest person you can be, and we're willing to take that journey with you.
Hi, I'm Dana Harris-Groothuis, and I'm so thrilled and happy and honored to be here today to tell you about olive leaf extract and all of the wonderful products from East Park Research that not only improved my life, but saved my life. My story was very, very complicated, and I could talk to you all day about it, but I'm going to make it very quick because right now it seems very simple, and it's because of a very wonderful thing, a very wonderful product that has come into my life, and it's called D-Lenolate, and it's right here, and I'll tell you more about it in just a second, but it's something that saved my life. My story started out rather much like somebody else's. I had a cold, and it became adult croup, and then I got rashes, and this was about 7 years ago, and I became dizzy, and I had flu-like symptoms, and then I had allergies that just became out of control. And I had allergies as a child, seasonal allergies, but these became allergies that were just out of control. I saw every doctor I possibly could, and every doctor had a whole different attitude about what I had. They had a different answer. They had a different medication. I went to one of the largest and most famous institutions, medical institutions in the entire country, and they didn't have an answer for me. They just said, you have idiopathic anaphylaxis, because I was beginning to have to use an EpiPen all the time. And it went from worse to worse to worse, to the point where I couldn't go outside, I couldn't smell things, I couldn't eat things, and my allergies were out of control. I ended up living for 11 months in the office in our home with 3 air purifiers and Benadryl and everything like crazy that you could possibly imagine. Well, one day I did see a doctor who, after countless doctors who had no idea what was wrong with me, they would only look at the symptom, treat the symptom, say, sorry, can't help you, and what I got a lot was, must be your own fault. You must need a little thing called Prozac. So that was awful. I started to have TIAs. I started to have neurological symptoms. This got worse and worse and worse until somebody along the way said, let's try an antifungal. It started to work. Now we had a little bit of an answer. So in that process, by the grace of God, I was introduced to East Park products, and my friend Mike told me about d-Lenolate. And I started to take it, and 3 months later, I was off those antifungals. I kept taking the d-Lenolate. I realized I had an immune system that was overreacting, and it calmed down. My whole body changed, and before that, my hair had fallen out. My skin was gross. My feet were like athlete's foot all the time. I was just a gross human being. And d-Lenolate made me back into having a life. And without it, I probably wouldn't be here today. And people ask me all the time, why? Why isn't it just the next thing on the shelf? I tell them this. Listen, it isn't the next thing on the shelf. I'm living proof. Look at me. You know me. You've seen everything that's happened to me. And I just keep getting beaten down, and d-Lenolate picks me back up. And the other products from East Park Research and olive leaf extract. So this is what I tell them. Just like one of the famous tennis shoe companies say, just do it. Here's what I say to my friends. Just take it. Because you know what? You have an immune system that needs to be healthy, and you can take every medication, and I still do take medication. I have to take some medications. But you can take everything you want to, and you can do anything you eat to work out. You can try to be healthy, and if your immune system is not healthy, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. You're either going to have an immune system that's overreactive, or not working, or too weak. And you know what? I know I'm living proof, and I know what can do it. So here's what I have to say to you. Just like the tennis shoe commercial says, just do it. Here's what I say. Just take it, because I'm living proof, and I certainly am living. Thanks.
Thyroid issues are more common than diabetes or heart disease. Thyroid issues are a fact of life for as many as 30 million Americans, and more than half of those people remain undiagnosed. Women are 5 times more likely than men to suffer from thyroid problems. Aging is just one risk factor. The thyroid gland produces thyroid hormone, which controls virtually every cell, tissue, and organ in the body. If your thyroid is not functioning properly, you are not functioning properly. Untreated issues may lead to elevated cholesterol levels and subsequent heart disease, as well as infertility and osteoporosis. Research also shows that there is a strong genetic link between thyroid disease and other autoimmune diseases, including types of diabetes, arthritis, and anemia. Simply put, if your thyroid gland isn't working properly, neither are you.
My name is Jeff Melcher from East Park Research, and Indium Energy is an amazing product that every single person needs. In our research with d-Lenolate, we actually found indium in the bloodstream. What's funny is we couldn't find indium in people over the age of 30. That caused us to look and think and try to figure out what was going on, and we found that indium was actually helping the thyroid. Now, your thyroid produces all sorts of hormones, and In that research, we found that the indium was helping the trace mineral absorption. That trace mineral absorption then affects the thyroid, that helps balance your life out. So if you've ever felt tired, suffered with libido issues, all the way to menopausal issues, Indium Energy goes in, helps those trace minerals be absorbed, which then regulates your body, and I'm not making this up. Here's somebody that Indium Energy has dramatically changed their life.
Hi, my name is Linda. I can certainly tell you that I am not one that would normally do a testimonial about any product, particularly a supplement. I have never been someone who took medications unnecessarily for my entire life. I'm blessed to be in fairly good health at the age of 59. But when hot flashes started occurring, well, that was something else. It was affecting my everyday life. I was having between 10 and 20 hot flashes a day, and at night, every hour they were happening. My poor husband, who normally has such patience, was at his wit's end. I had heard about a product called Indium Energy, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. I started taking one a day with my daily vitamins, and after about 2 weeks, I didn't notice any significant changes. However, starting about the third week, I realized I had not had one hot flash in almost a week, and I realized that I was on to something. I was hoping that it would continue, and a year later, I am still experiencing perhaps 3 or 4 hot flashes every week. But I want to tell you, I have to tell you, that this is one of the most amazing products I have taken.